so that you do remain top of mind. So again, I don't know if that crosses over any boundary of agency. I see Donna, responding to some of these comments. So, but I'd love to hear if that's appropriate. But anyways, just be gracious about receiving that news.
I have a cadence with my for sale by owners that look like that. Just checking my market updates. I mean, I have this 1.2 million duplex downtown Austin. She's in Seattle with 3 kids and a half-empty duplex. Good luck. Right? It's just there's a lot going on for sale by owner like that. So for sure. Donna, you do have your hand up. Oh, so many, 7 others. I got to get all these.
Yeah.
Go, Donna.
So Harvey, I love that. Yeah. Always be gracious. If you're going to be in this business for a long time, you have to learn how to win with grace and how to lose with grace, because you could be next up or you could be bringing the buyer. And
Right.
that's fine. So the conversation goes like this. So hi, Chris, hi, it's Donna Gilbert. I'm sitting here with Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and I know you have an appointment for later this evening. I just wanted to let you know they've instructed me to call all of their appointments and cancel them. We've gone ahead and signed the listing agreement. It'll be going on the market. It'll be going live on Friday, and so I would sure love it if you would bring the buyer. Thanks so much. I have been instructed by Mr. and Mrs. to cancel their appointments. We have already signed the listing agreement. I've received that call many times. And you say, thanks for the call, good luck. When does it go live? You immediately pivot.
Horses out of the barn, whatever it is. Right. But like you said, you build rapport with these people because there's always an opportunity if the home doesn't hit the market in the way it should. There's a lot of markets that are 60, 90 days on and people with concerns because they got bad advice. They didn't get a realtor who said, it'll never sell at that. You have to be at this next pricing category. And they said, no, we will only list it at that. And they said yes, and they got 90 days on market and no showings or no offers. Let's go up. Vicky DeLuca has her hand up. Hey, Vicky.
Yeah, I mean, it's what everyone else said, but my whole thing is that to me, I'm in a business of relationships. And if I receive that call, just like Harvey said, just like Donna said, I'm going to say, listen, as disappointed as I am, congratulations. And I'm going to do everything I can to bring you a buyer. Please let me know if I can, work with you. I'd love for you, if I can bring a buyer, for you to consider us first, if we put a strong offer. Because to me, we forget how important it is to have the relationship with every single agent. And then I would go and either make a call or a text to the sellers and say, I hear the news, and as disappointed as I am, I would love the opportunity, if anything goes sideways, to be there for you. Reach out at any time. That's it.
Love it. Carlos.
Hi, Carlos here from Miami. So I think it's a 2-part thing, right? When I'm booking the appointments and they said, they mentioned that they're gonna be interviewing other agents, I always make it a point to say, well, I understand, and you're doing the right thing. You're being smart about it. Please don't sign anything until I have an opportunity to meet with you and show you what I could do. And then if I ever get that call, which I have gotten before, and I also made that call, if you get that call, listen, we don't want to create a reputation of being rude or whatever. I'll tell the agent, hey, great, thank you for letting me know. I'm still gonna contact them just to hear directly from them, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Call the client, see, hey, listen, I'm confirming our appointment. No, yeah, we're already signed with somebody else. Okay, great. Listen, if anything ever changes, please keep me in mind. And I think that's the way to go about it.
Thank you, Carlos. Patricia Canale, Nueva York.
Hello there. So I don't know if you would mind, but I have another question to ask, and not about that topic.
Fire away, Pat.
Okay, so I had a situation where I was working on a listing that came to me from some other thing. So I contacted this person about another property. He told me that he wasn't selling that property. He was selling this particular property. And I said, okay, great. We were working on scheduling an appointment. I went on the MLS. I saw that they were already in contract with another agent, and it was due to expire January 31st. So I said to him, it's due to expire January 31st. I can't speak with you until your contract expires. Okay, fine. I reach out to him after, and that company, without him knowing it, extended his contract date for 2 months.
That's awesome.
So I was like, do you know that now it's March 31st? And he's like, no. And I was like, well, you're in contract now till March 31st. He's hesitant. He said, I'm not a confrontational person. I can't call them and say anything to them. So I was just wondering, does anyone here on the panel or out there, would someone have done something differently? Would they have contacted that agent? Like, what would you do under those circumstances?
Talk to your broker. New York is different than any other state, Pat. That's the one.
Yeah, I
I
already
don't
did.
know.
Yeah.
Out of courtesy, like our MLSs in both Raleigh, Houston, and Austin, the 3 markets that I work, they're really rigid on compliance. So when I had an agent put under agent remarks that the home was under contract and it went 24 hours where she didn't change it to pending, I messaged her twice. I'm like, hey, what's up? She said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just changing it now. Because there's compliance to the MLS, because you can't have stuff out of alignment because you'll get fines for bad data.
Right.
So I don't know how it is in New York, but I do certainly, if I knew that there was something that wasn't under contract, I'd talk to my broker and say, what do we do within our MLS? Like, this seller is not under contract, but the broker is changing it in the MLS without a signed extension. What should we do? And let your broker who's in those conversations be the one that sort of determines what the next step would be.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I throw
Chris,
something in?
I'm in
Yes.
New York.
Hold on for
oh.
hold on for once. Actually, Valerie, hold on. Nicole, go.
So I'm in New York. Real quick, whichever board you're with, contact your board. There is a whole compliance committee. I'm not on it this year, thank God. But they will help you. And you can literally say, listen, I have somebody who wanted to list with me, but the other agent and other brokerage without his knowledge upped his listing. And as far as he knows, he's never signed anything. What can happen? They will take that information, they will investigate it, and they will deal with it, because New York is super strict about timelines. I've been fined $150 because I did not put, I didn't change a status.
Yep.
And I was on the committee at the time. So
everybody makes mistakes, right? But they
Yeah.
put guardrails in to keep the stuff as consistent for all of us. Like, we need to know
Exactly.
when is it listed, when is it expired, when it's sold. We need all those data points to give people good advice.
But definitely contact your broker and contact your board directly. The board, you don't even need to say, you just call, and the secretary or assistant who answers the phone will direct you to who you need to speak to.
Does that impact the seller at all? Because he's an
No.
elderly person.
No.
No.
No. Literally, the only way it will impact him is ideally that agent and brokerage could contact him and apologize, because it's deceitful.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
I've had the same situation last year in Brooklyn, and I reached out to the agent and I said, "Look, the client's looking to list it with another brokerage, and you really don't have authorization to continue having it posted in our MLS. So I'm asking you to please take it down so that we don't have to take it any further than this." And within a couple of days, they took it down. And that's what I would do before I would talk to my broker first, and then I'm quite sure your broker will reach out to them and ask them, politely to take it down and go from there.
Pulling the reins back. I'm pulling it back, Lorenzo. Pulling it back. We got to close the show out. Welcome back, everybody. Back on the other side. Valerie Presley had her hand up, patiently waiting. Valerie, everybody's about to jump in the room. Ice this call off with some great icing from New Jersey, Valerie.
Everybody's forgetting one person. It's the seller. Yes, in our MLS, if somebody extends a listing without getting the person's approval, you can get that canceled, but you have to show them that you have legitimate paperwork. So you've got to talk to the seller first. pain versus pleasure. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe me anything. You do owe yourself the very best. What kind of service are you getting? If he's like hesitant to, be confrontational, just say, look, I'm happy to, help you. We can get this signed, and then I'll take care of handling the side with them. Because the MLS will not let somebody keep something on if they don't have legitimate paperwork backing it up.
They will not. They will not. We're back on the other side. At the top of the hour, we do salutes to everybody who had a great call. We had a good main room session unpacking a lot of challenges. I appreciate the authenticity people bring to the table and the openness to which we can share it. I think it's helpful for everybody. My golden bumper sticker nugget is I'm happy to be familiar with you guys. I'm happy to be consistent with you all. And I hope you have an amazing weekend. Call some expireds this weekend. Go visit some. And if you're struggling with coaching or you want to see what our coaching program looks like, click on the link I put in the chat to our YouTube channel. You can be into the call from yesterday, see what it looks like to work with the Action Coaching Group, our playbooks, all the different things. And we'll go from there. So my friends, we'll be back on Monday, same time, same channel. Oh, sneak peek. The DISC workshop is coming back in 2 weeks. For DISC workshop, we're going to post that link up here. So we're going to do a 4-session DISC workshop coming up in 2 weeks. So see you guys on Monday.
Thank
Lisa
you.
Brilliman,
Have a good
are you
weekend.
here? Lisa Brilliman?
Thank you, Chris.
Have a great
Thank
weekend.
you.
No, Lisa Brilliman. Ruth Mahasi. Oh my gosh. Aziz?
Yes, that was me.
There you go.
Should have been first.
Great. Thank you.
But you received your inspiration. Now put in the perspiration. Let me get a Ric Flair. Woo!
Woohoo! Have a great weekend, everyone.
Have a great day, everyone. Great
Bye,
day,
everyone.
great weekend.
Have a great
Go
weekend.
get it.
Wonderful real estate weekend, everyone. Thank you, Chris.
Day, everyone.
I'm going to the beach.
Enjoy.
Bye, Barb.
That's cold, Barb.
Barb's just rubbing it in.
Oh,
Rubbing
she's
it
not
in.
in Canada.
Hopefully you get a
You
tan.
are a nut.
Bring Steve Tyler with you to the beach.
I know. I wish he was here with me.
Dream
Left him at
on.
home.
Have fun,
Dream
Barb.
on.
Enjoy it.
Make it a
Have a
successful
successful
day.
weekend.
There it is. Look at
Thank you,
that.
Mark.
Downtown, Mark Benson,
Thanks, Mark.
Sage of Southwest Florida.